Okay, so today I'm going to do part 2 of a 4-part series of Are Your Eyebrows Aging You? And today I'm going to do makeup for eyebrows and home tinting. Tinting your eyebrows is one of the better ways to be able to give your eyebrows a more youthful look, particularly if you reach a certain age and they start to go grey, or if they're sparse. You want them to stand out, and when there's more eyebrows, you look younger. Alrighty, so for the purpose of this video, I'm actually going to do it on myself. So before we start, these are the bits and pieces that I want you to get. I'm going to list them here now. So get those all set up. You'll have them all at home anyway, and then we'll start. So be sure that you've done a patch test at least 48 hours in advance. Get your hair off your face, particularly if you are grey like me and you don't want the grey hair to get down onto the tint. And you use your spoolie to brush your hairs up of the brow, sideways at the body of the brow, and from the arch down to the tail, just brush them into place. That's the first thing. So when you reach my age, oftentimes we get rogue hairs that are outside of the brow line and they grow very, very long. And these are the guys that you're going to use your little nail scissors. You'll have one from when you were clipping your children's nails, and just clip it. You have those long rogue hairs clipped, not plucked out, because we need every hair that we have on our eyebrows, and you can utilize them all. You're not going to turn into a brow artist now over the next couple of days, but the most important thing is it'll just keep you going until you can get to us. Then I recommend that you either use a nude lip liner, or if you've got a highlighter. Now I use a white pencil in Salon, and what I do is that I actually go all along the outside of the eyebrow that you want to keep the hairs within that area, and underneath. And that'll give you a good idea as to what hairs you want tinted. And as you know, the tint stains your skin for 24 hours. So you don't want tint all the way up here and all the way here and halfway down as far as your eyelid. This is the area that you want tinted. What we do in Salon is totally different, but this is just to tide you over until you get to see us. That's my second time saying this to you now, so don't panic. All right. Barrier cream next. Now I use Vaseline. I use Vaseline in clinic as well. Sometimes I use grapeseed oil. And this can be applied on with your cotton bud. So you apply that onto the white areas outside the eyebrow, all along the white area. And that'll create a lovely barrier so that the tint doesn't go outside the eyebrows that you want tinted. Now you prep your tint. So I use a Salon quality. I recommend that you get the Eyelure one. I find that that's nearly the best one. I'm not affiliated with them by any means, but I find that that is the best one for home use. Their developer is strong as Salon use, but that's okay. And you get a little receptacle with it as well. So all you have to do is, I use this little receptacle, and you add in your developer. Usually it's 6 drops, but they'll give you full instructions, 3, 4, 6 on your pack, and mix it up. Now I'm using natural brown today, but anybody who is blonde, I suggest you go for a light brown. Anybody who is a mid brunette, go for a light brown as well. This is natural brown. This is the darkest one. Do not use black on your eyebrows. Now, as you know, I've had my eyebrows microbladed, and I also have extra to that, a powder brow. So I have dark brows anyway. So they're actually tattooed in that way, but it's the eyebrow hairs that I want to tint today. So you apply it with your brush that comes with your kit and all along your eyebrow. Take a lot of time angling your arch and bring it all the way down to your tail. Apply all of this, and then you brush it through with your spoolie so that all the hair is coated. So you do that very gently so that you don't deliberately go outside of your white line that's been coated in a barrier cream. And then you get a cotton bud, and if you want to fully secure, make sure that no tint is outside the brow area, and that you want to refine it, just use your cotton bud just to make sure that it's refined. And if you're nervous about tinting, I suggest that you just leave it on for 3 minutes. I usually leave mine on for 6 minutes because some of my white hairs at my age, they only hold on to the tint for about 2 or 3 days anyway. So I give it the best. So to give it its best shot. So now that's one eyebrow. I'm going to do the other eyebrow in a second and disappear, make it myself a cup of tea, and I'll show you now how to remove it. Ready? So you remove with cotton rounds. So you just... and the other one. There you go. So they'll be quite dark, and they're usually quite dark for 24 hours while it continues to process, which it does. And then I suggest you use your spoolie so that you can brush the eyebrow hairs into place. And then good old tweezers to remove the ones that you don't want or need. So they'll be underneath here. A couple of... we usually take them from above. A lot of people don't suggest that you take eyebrow hairs from above, but we do. And it gives that lovely sleek look. If you're going out then, you can actually use your brow pencil. This is an angled, a triangular one. It's by New CID. So it's quite good actually. And if you have any little holes, you can just fill in. Actually, this New CID is great because it's actually got a spoolie at the end of it. You can throw that into your handbag. And I use this one here. It's a clear brow mascara. So it's actually got no product on it, only just a clear gel. And that'll keep your eyebrow hairs in place. But normally I would use if I haven't had my eyebrows tinted, I'd use a brow mascara to coat the greys. So I'm not going to need it today because they've been tinted now. And those of you who are light or redhead or are looking for an ashy colour, this one here, Make Me Brow by Essence, I'd say it was €1. I love this because, get this, the size of this spoolie at the top is tiny. But if you've been tinted, you're not going to need to use this, but it's great for everyday use if you actually are afraid to tint. So there you go. I hope that helps. So what's the secret in getting your tint to hold? Well, the secret is when you're showering tonight and tomorrow, put Vaseline on your eyebrows so that your eyebrows don't get wet. Shampoo and the surfactants shampoo, it will actually neutralize your tint. So therefore, it will actually not work as long as it should have. Invariably, they say that tinting lasts for brunettes. I was a brunette one time, 6 weeks. It only lasts for me about 2 weeks. Anybody who is redhead, blonde, or very grey, you wouldn't even get a week out of tinting. But if you're good at home tinting, why don't you make it your Saturday night routine or Sunday night routine so you actually have your eyebrows tinted for the rest of the week. And younger people, brunette, black hair, 4 to 6 weeks is the average that the tint will actually hold. So I hope that helps. And tomorrow I will do styling for aging brows, so that if you want to chance styling your brows at home by plucking, and what kind of brow pencils you should use, tune in tomorrow and we'll do that. And I'll add it into the IGTV series then of Are Your Eyebrows Aging You?